Hello everyone. I can welcome y'all to part 3 of the bathroom facelift. This one is actually more or less on real time, more or less we're saying, because the last one took me, part 2, which I just put up yesterday or the day before, somewhere in there. It took me like almost 4 months to get that put together, simply because, and we all know. But this one is a little bit quicker. I've only been working on this for about 2 weeks, a little bit more than that maybe. But it's more in real time, so grab your coffee, come on back, and we're getting ready for some construction destruction. Be right back. We're putting a bathtub size walk-in shower because we're getting up and we don't want to have to worry about falling, climbing in and out. Now, as you can see now, I have actually already started the demolition of around the bathtub. I guess you can't say it was a perfect one-piece bathtub anymore. I got that end out, getting ready to cut down this joint, and then I'll go across there to get that out. I'll probably have to get that glass bar out of there too, but it's starting to come down, and then we'll get things prepped and ready for the new shower that we're going to be trying to get put in here. It's just another update. I'll be back. And just like that, it's gone. Now, okay, we got the concrete board down. As you can see, I got all of the tile, archway, or whatever you want to call it, cut out, and everything is ready. And getting set up to start doing some plumbing, because as doing this I have realized that I have to move the shower head over against, not quite up against, but real close to that stuff, which means I have to move this over to get it centered to the drain that is right there underneath that glue. But also, while I was at it, I was able to completely change out the entire exhaust fan light system, and we just got back from Lowe's from getting more materials for the plumbing. This is our new faucet. Of course, I had to have it out to make sure everything was going to fit. So we'll be back in a little while to let you see what we're doing here before we actually final set the shower base in. Okay, the base has been set. It's not fitting in there. Well, yeah, it is. It's fitting in there pretty good. I've got these two, which is about 90 pounds. That is just going to hold it. We're not going to touch anything for the next 12 hours or so, because I went and did the mortar thing underneath to give it the support. Now, I didn't show it. Didn't think I would need to, because there's about 4,000 other YouTube channels that do show how to do that, and there's a bunch of different ones. And all I did was mix it up in a bucket until I could create a snowball effect, or by just squeezing it, and put it underneath there in clumps, and then stepped all over, and then set this on it and stepped all over it as it smashed it out. We will see, because the lines that I made back along here, we are matching them all the way around, so that means I've got it just as level as it was when I first put it down and tested it. So next thing is to do the plumbing. We'll do that tomorrow when I can get in there and step. I'll put a piece of cardboard over this to protect it, and I'll get the plumbing done all the way up to there. That'll get moved over. We got pipes to get changed over and all of that. That'll get done, and then from that we'll start bringing in the sidewalls. We'll be back. As you can see, it's all out. The mortar that was in there is all out. And if you look right there, and right there, those are shims that were put in to measure what we needed to get it level. Now the floor is level, everything is plumb, everything is square, but when you put the pan in, it all just kind of went by the wayside. I went ahead and I brought the back in, I brought the sides in, and they did not fit, and I wondered why. I couldn't believe it, so I stuck the level all over the place, and it was great until I put the level from here to here and from here to here. I have to raise the back of this pan 1 1/8 inch. So I had to start all over, get it all out, get it all clean. I'm going over, I'm going to try to find, I don't think I have any treated, but I was going to try to find some boards that I could cut in a large wedge that'll go across here from 1 1/8 to 0 all the way across. And then I will test the pan again. And once I've done that, I will come in and I will remix mortar and refill it. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping this works. We'll find out. Back in a bit. Okay, so this is how I fix this problem. Or hopefully I fix this problem. I took the base and I kept propping up the back side here until the base itself was level. And when I did that, I realized that what I was approximately, or not approximately, exactly 1 1/2 inch, 1 1/8 inch low on that back side. So what I did, I measured it out here to the front. Each one, you can tell, is in a different position. And I went out and I cut these 5 wedges. They're 1 1/8 inch back there, and they go clear to 0 out here at the beginning, which is where they say do not put anything under this lip. So once I did that, I went and put 1 screw in each one to hold it down to the concrete board. And then I got my mortar out and I filled in the gaps. This gives it a good solid base to set on all the way. And from the looks of it, all of the sidewalls are going to fit pretty doggone good. Now, my next task is over here. I have to put 2 2x4s side by side, or gang them up, or whatever you want to call it, to get it out so that I have a screwing point for the back wall. I have to do the same thing over here. Now, I will probably do this to save wood by putting pieces in and then, to build it out. But that's my next one. Then after I get that done, I'll be able to put the glue here on these studs and get the back wall stuck on there permanent. And then I can do the same thing over here on this wall. But I know I'm going to have to add more wood here, and at least 1 stick here. I'll cut that piece off because that's from the past. We won't need that anymore. Anyway, it's coming. It yesterday fell backwards when we had all this problem, but I think we've got it taken care of now. So onward and upward. Here we go. Okay, the shower pan is set, and I have been unable to find, well, almost every video I watched had the shower pan screwed down, except one. And in that one, maybe 2, said to leave it float so that it would not creak and groan. Well, I had already gotten these stainless screws and I put them down. Now another one that I saw had an idea that I am getting ready to do, and I will be demonstrating that as soon as I come back, and you'll see exactly like he said, it may be overkill, but I don't plan on having any problems with this whatsoever when I'm done. And I'd rather do a little overkill than to have leaks and other things happen. Because when I'm done with this, I want to be done with this for good. Be right back. Now, one of the videos that I was looking at on YouTube, you showed this. Now, it's a window flashing. Now, I just happened to have replaced all of my windows a year or two ago and still had some left. So I went ahead and I did the same thing. Put it around the edge and lift it up. That way, no matter what, it's very unlikely that any water could ever go up above that. So next stop, we start putting the glue on and getting ready to put the back splash on. Okay, we got all the walls up. That was one heck of a challenge. You know how everything that's supposed to fit perfectly just have a tendency not to fit perfectly. But we had the pressure up against the back wall to adhere the back wall to the studs in the glue, the same way with the side walls. That was more or less the easiest part because I was able to use the old shower curtain rods for them. But also, I don't think you could see it, but the faucet control is in as well. So today we're going to be removing all of the supports and the pressure, and we're going to be sealing all of the cracks and the crevices and getting that ready and finalizing the plumbing and trying to get that all taken care of. So we'll be back hopefully today. This thing will be operational. I may not have the glass doors on it, but that may actually be something we decide to actually wait for a while on, for the simple reason that it'll be a lot easier to do the drywall work with those doors not there. So we'll be back in a little bit to bring you up to date. Okie doke. I took all the supports off, got the valve put in, got the shower head put up on a temporary basis, and the drain is complete. Now I'm coming in and I'm gonna caulk all the seams and get them all nice and pretty. And then we're gonna, like I've talked it over with Mama, we're gonna right up here, we'll hook up a shower rod for now and put a curtain in there, and then we're ready to go here. And then once I get the blue board put all the way around and get that all mudded and everything, then we have a set of sliding glass doors that'll cover the front of this. So we'll be back in a little while, show you what it looks like with the blue board up. Oh, okay, we've actually gotten to take a shower. Can you believe it? Man, it smells a whole lot better in this house. Temporarily put the shower curtain up so that we can. Wanted to make sure the valve works, which of course it did not. We contacted Moen. They are sending us a part, but in the process I have been able to kind of rig it up so that I can turn it on and off down in the basement so that we can take showers. But knowing that we're going to get it to work, I'm going to go ahead and do over here what I've done over here and put the blue board up. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the drywall up, the blue board up, as well as across the back, and start getting that taped off and mudded. All on the basis that it is going to work perfectly when we get the new parts in, which they said would be anywhere from 5 to 7 days. No matter how much I pleaded, that's what they said it was going to take. So I will be back when we have the rest of the blue board up, and when that's taken care of and the plastering or the mudding is all done, then I think that's when we will be tackling putting on the the sliding glass doors. So we'll be back. Well, we got the blue board all put up, and Mama was a bit concerned that I had this towel laying in the bottom, but it does allow me to step on it and preserve the base when I'm working on the blue board. As you can see, I've already put the first layer of mud up. Still got a ways to go before it's ready for paint. Got a long ways to go. But yes, the shower does work. And yes, we're getting more and more excited as the days go by. So now I'm just giving it a very slight sanding and getting ready to add an additional coat, and also to get the crack up there filled. And hopefully we'll be even closer to getting the primer put on the walls, and getting ready to install the new doors that goes on the front of this. So, okay, we'll be back. Okay, you've all seen this site here before, but we're done. One final little quick sanding, and all of this wall here will be ready for the priming. So with that being said, I think we got part 3 complete. You saw, stay tuned now for part 4 coming right up. We'll be back. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. Hope you had an enjoyable visit. Don't forget to give us thumbs up, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your local bathtub or shower installer. We'll catch you all the next time. Y'all have a blessed day. Goodbye.